Hollywood can make a star overnight, but one scandal can bring everything crashing down. From A-list celebrities to award-winning actors, these stars became the center of headlines, lawsuits, and controversies that shocked the entertainment world. Today, we're counting down the 10 most controversial Hollywood stars of 2026. Stay until the end, because the biggest surprise is still ahead. For years, Blake Lively was known as one of Hollywood's most admired actresses. With starring roles in blockbuster films, a carefully crafted public image, and a seemingly perfect family life, she rarely found herself surrounded by controversy. That reputation changed dramatically when the production of It Ends With Us became the center of one of Hollywood's most talked-about legal disputes. What initially appeared to be creative differences behind the scenes quickly evolved into a high-profile legal battle involving serious allegations, conflicting accounts, and multiple public statements. As court filings became public, the entertainment industry closely followed every new development. Social media exploded with debates as fans attempted to determine what really happened during the film's production. The controversy extended far beyond the movie itself. News outlets analyzed every interview, every social media post, and every public appearance connected to the case. Hollywood insiders discussed the incident as a turning point in conversations about workplace conduct, power dynamics, and professional boundaries within the entertainment industry. Supporters argued that Blake deserved to have her concerns taken seriously and praised her willingness to speak publicly. Others questioned certain claims and urged the public to wait for the legal process to unfold before reaching conclusions. The divided reaction demonstrated just how influential celebrity narratives have become in the digital age. Brands, media organizations, and entertainment analysts all watched closely as the legal proceedings continued. Every new court document generated fresh headlines, making Blake Lively one of the most discussed celebrities of 2026. Whether the controversy ultimately strengthens or damages her career remains uncertain. However, one thing is undeniable. What began as the release of a highly anticipated romantic drama evolved into one of the biggest Hollywood stories of the year, reshaping public conversations about fame, accountability, and the realities of filmmaking behind closed doors. For years, Blake Lively was known as one of Hollywood's most admired actresses. With starring roles in blockbuster films, a carefully crafted public image, and a seemingly perfect family life, she rarely found herself surrounded by controversy. That reputation changed dramatically when the production of It Ends With Us became the center of one of Hollywood's most talked-about legal disputes. What initially appeared to be creative differences behind the scenes quickly evolved into a high-profile legal battle involving serious allegations, conflicting accounts, and multiple public statements. As court filings became public, the entertainment industry closely followed every new development. Social media exploded with debates as fans attempted to determine what really happened during the film's production. The controversy extended far beyond the movie itself. News outlets analyzed every interview, every social media post, and every public appearance connected to the case. Hollywood insiders discussed the incident as a turning point in conversations about workplace conduct, power dynamics, and professional boundaries within the entertainment industry. Supporters argued that Blake deserved to have her concerns taken seriously and praised her willingness to speak publicly. Others questioned certain claims and urged the public to wait for the legal process to unfold before reaching conclusions. The divided reaction demonstrated just how influential celebrity narratives have become in the digital age. Brands, media organizations, and entertainment analysts all watched closely as the legal proceedings continued. Every new court document generated fresh headlines, making Blake Lively one of the most discussed celebrities of 2026. Whether the controversy ultimately strengthens or damages her career remains uncertain. However, one thing is undeniable. What began as the release of a highly anticipated romantic drama evolved into one of the biggest Hollywood stories of the year, reshaping public conversations about fame, accountability, and the realities of filmmaking behind closed doors. For years, Blake Lively was known as one of Hollywood's most admired actresses. With starring roles in blockbuster films, a carefully crafted public image, and a seemingly perfect family life, she rarely found herself surrounded by controversy. That reputation changed dramatically when the production of It Ends With Us became the center of one of Hollywood's most talked-about legal disputes. What initially appeared to be creative differences behind the scenes quickly evolved into a high-profile legal battle involving serious allegations, conflicting accounts, and multiple public statements. As court filings became public, the entertainment industry closely followed every new development. Social media exploded with debates as fans attempted to determine what really happened during the film's production. The controversy extended far beyond the movie itself. News outlets analyzed every interview, every social media post, and every public appearance connected to the case. Hollywood insiders discussed the incident as a turning point in conversations about workplace conduct, power dynamics, and professional boundaries within the entertainment industry. Supporters argued that Blake deserved to have her concerns taken seriously and praised her willingness to speak publicly. Others questioned certain claims and urged the public to wait for the legal process to unfold before reaching conclusions. The divided reaction demonstrated just how influential celebrity narratives have become in the digital age. Brands, media organizations, and entertainment analysts all watched closely as the legal proceedings continued. Every new court document generated fresh headlines, making Blake Lively one of the most discussed celebrities of 2026. Whether the controversy ultimately strengthens or damages her career remains uncertain. However, one thing is undeniable. What began as the release of a highly anticipated romantic drama evolved into one of the biggest Hollywood stories of the year, reshaping public conversations about fame, accountability, and the realities of filmmaking behind closed doors. Just a few years ago, Jonathan Majors appeared unstoppable. Following acclaimed performances in films such as Creed III and his high-profile role as Kang the Conqueror in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, many industry insiders believed he was on the verge of becoming one of Hollywood's next generation of A-list superstars. His powerful screen presence and rapidly growing fan base made him one of the most sought-after actors in the business. Everything changed when his legal troubles became front-page news. The case quickly dominated entertainment headlines, leading to widespread public debate and intense media scrutiny. As court proceedings unfolded, every new development was analyzed by journalists, legal experts, and millions of fans across social media. The controversy soon overshadowed his impressive acting career. The consequences were immediate and significant. Several major studios began re-evaluating their relationships with the actor, while Marvel Studios ultimately announced that it would move forward without Majors in its long-term plans. The decision marked one of the biggest casting shakeups in recent superhero movie history and dramatically altered the future of one of Hollywood's largest franchises. By 2026, Jonathan Majors remained one of the entertainment industry's most polarizing figures. Some believed that his remarkable acting talent deserved another opportunity, arguing that rebuilding a career after public controversy should not be impossible. Others felt that studios had a responsibility to protect their reputations and audiences by distancing themselves from actors involved in serious legal matters. Industry executives watched carefully to see whether independent filmmakers or smaller production companies would be willing to cast Majors. While blockbuster opportunities became limited, speculation continued that he might eventually attempt a gradual return through independent films, streaming projects, or stage performances before pursuing larger productions again. The discussion surrounding Majors also sparked broader conversations about how Hollywood responds to controversy. Should extraordinary talent be separated from personal conduct? Can an actor rebuild public trust after significant legal problems? And how much influence should public opinion have over major casting decisions? These questions remained at the center of industry debates throughout the year. Meanwhile, fans continued to express sharply divided opinions online. Some remained hopeful that Majors could restore his career through consistent work and personal growth, while others believed that his time as one of Hollywood's leading men had permanently come to an end. As 2026 progressed, Jonathan Majors' future remained uncertain. What once seemed destined to become one of the most successful careers of the decade had transformed into one of Hollywood's most dramatic cautionary tales. Whether he eventually earns a second chance or becomes remembered primarily for the controversy that derailed his meteoric rise remains one of the entertainment industry's biggest unanswered questions. For years, Armie Hammer was considered one of Hollywood's most promising leading men. With memorable performances in films such as The Social Network, The Man from UNC, L.E., and Call Me By Your Name, he appeared destined for a long career among the industry's elite. His charm, striking screen presence, and growing list of acclaimed roles made him a favorite choice for both major studios and independent filmmakers. That image changed almost overnight when allegations about his personal life surfaced online. The accusations quickly spread across social media, leading to widespread media coverage and intense public scrutiny. As the controversy grew, Hammer found himself at the center of one of Hollywood's most shocking celebrity scandals in recent memory. The fallout was swift. Several film projects moved forward without him. Talent agencies ended their professional relationships, and production companies distanced themselves from the actor. Within months, a career that had taken years to build appeared to collapse. Hammer largely disappeared from the spotlight as speculation about his future dominated entertainment headlines. By 2026, Armie Hammer continued attempting to rebuild both his personal life and professional reputation. He gave interviews discussing the impact the controversy had on his career, finances, and family, while also addressing the public attention surrounding the allegations. His comments generated renewed debate, with supporters and critics interpreting his statements in very different ways. Some believed Hammer deserved the opportunity to return to acting after several years away from Hollywood, arguing that public opinion should not permanently define an individual's future. Others remained deeply skeptical, believing that the controversy had fundamentally changed how audiences viewed him. As a result, any announcement involving his potential return immediately attracted widespread media attention. Hollywood studios also faced a difficult calculation. While Hammer's acting ability had never been widely questioned, executives had to consider whether casting him would create unnecessary controversy or negatively affect a project's commercial success. In today's entertainment industry, public perception can influence everything from marketing campaigns to box office performance. The conversation surrounding Hammer became part of a larger discussion about celebrity culture, accountability, and redemption. Can an actor whose reputation has been severely damaged successfully rebuild a career? How long should past controversies continue to influence future opportunities? And where should the entertainment industry draw the line between public forgiveness and professional responsibility? Despite the uncertainty, Hammer remained determined to pursue a comeback. Whether through independent films, international productions, or smaller creative projects, he continued searching for opportunities to re-establish himself in the industry. Yet every step forward was accompanied by renewed public scrutiny. As 2026 unfolded, Armie Hammer's story remained one of Hollywood's most closely watched comeback attempts. Whether he ultimately succeeds in reclaiming his place on the big screen or becomes a lasting example of how quickly fame can unravel remains a question that only time can answer. For decades, Alec Baldwin was regarded as one of Hollywood's most accomplished actors. From his Emmy-winning television performances to acclaimed roles in films like The Hunt for Red October, The Departed, and Glengarry Glen Ross, Baldwin built a career that spanned more than 4 decades. His talent, sharp wit, and unmistakable screen presence earned him countless awards and a lasting place among Hollywood's biggest stars. Everything changed on the 21st of October 2021, during the filming of the Western movie Rust. While rehearsing a scene, a prop firearm Baldwin was holding discharged, fatally wounding cinematographer Helena Hutchins and injuring director Joel Souza. The tragedy shocked the entertainment industry and immediately became one of the most devastating incidents in modern Hollywood history. In the years that followed, investigations, lawsuits, and legal proceedings kept Baldwin in the headlines, Every court hearing, legal filing, and public statement generated widespread media coverage. The case also sparked intense debate over firearm safety, production protocols, and the responsibilities of actors and producers on film sets. By 2026, the tragedy continued to shape Baldwin's public image. Although he remained active professionally, many interviews and public appearances inevitably returned to the events surrounding Rust. The incident had become impossible to separate from his legacy, regardless of the many accomplishments that came before it. Supporters argued that the shooting was the result of multiple failures within the production process rather than the actions of a single individual. They pointed to broader safety issues on the set and emphasized that investigations examined the responsibilities of several people involved in handling firearms during filming. Critics, however, believed that greater accountability was necessary, especially given Baldwin's dual role as both the lead actor and one of the film's producers. The discussion expanded beyond one production, prompting studios throughout Hollywood to reevaluate their own safety policies involving firearms and other potentially dangerous equipment. The Rust tragedy also led to significant industry-wide changes. Many productions adopted stricter firearm protocols, increased safety training, and expanded the use of visual effects as alternatives to functional weapons. What happened on the Rust set became a case study for filmmakers around the world, influencing how future productions approached on-set safety. Despite the ongoing attention, Baldwin continued to work while navigating one of the most challenging periods of his career. Every new project was viewed through the lens of the tragedy, demonstrating how a single moment can permanently alter the public perception of even the most established stars. As 2026 continued, Alec Baldwin remained one of Hollywood's most closely watched and debated figures. His story was no longer defined solely by decades of award-winning performances, but also by a tragedy that forever changed conversations about safety, responsibility, and accountability throughout the film industry. Russell Brand has never been a conventional Hollywood celebrity. Rising to fame through stand-up comedy before transitioning into films like Forgetting Sarah Marshall, Get Him to the Greek, and Arthur, Brand built a reputation as a fearless entertainer, known for his quick wit, outspoken personality, and unconventional lifestyle. Over time, he also reinvented himself as a popular online commentator, attracting millions of followers through podcasts and social media. However, in recent years, his public image changed dramatically after multiple women came forward with serious allegations concerning his past conduct. Brand has denied the allegations, and the matter has remained the subject of legal proceedings and ongoing public scrutiny. The controversy quickly became international news, dominating headlines across the United Kingdom, the United States, and beyond. By 2026, the case continued to cast a long shadow over his career. Every legal development, court appearance, or public statement generated fresh waves of media attention. News organizations closely followed the proceedings, while social media users debated the evidence, the legal process, and the broader implications for the entertainment industry. The allegations also had significant professional consequences. Several business relationships reportedly came under pressure, and some organizations chose to distance themselves from Brand as the legal process unfolded. At the same time, his online platforms remained active, allowing him to communicate directly with supporters and respond publicly to ongoing developments. The controversy sparked passionate debate among the public. Some supporters argued that everyone deserves the presumption of innocence until legal proceedings are complete, emphasizing that allegations alone should not determine a person's guilt. Others believed the accusations deserved serious attention and argued that public figures should be held to the highest standards of accountability. Beyond Russell Brand himself, the case reignited wider discussions about power, celebrity influence, and responsibility within the entertainment industry. Many commentators pointed to broader cultural changes that have encouraged more individuals to come forward with allegations against powerful public figures, while others stressed the importance of ensuring that legal processes remain fair and impartial. For Hollywood and the wider entertainment world, Brand's situation became another reminder of how quickly public perception can shift. A career built over decades can be dramatically affected by controversy, regardless of previous success or popularity. As 2026 progressed, Russell Brand remained one of the entertainment industry's most closely watched and controversial figures. Whether the legal process ultimately clears his name or results in lasting consequences, the outcome will likely have a significant impact not only on his future, but also on ongoing conversations about accountability, justice, and the responsibilities that come with fame. For more than 5 decades, Gérard Depardieu stood as one of the most celebrated actors in European cinema. With an extraordinary career spanning over 200 films, he became an international icon through acclaimed performances in classics such as Cyrano de Bergerac, Green Card, and Jean de Florette. His larger-than-life personality and remarkable talent earned him countless awards and made him one of France's most recognizable cultural figures. But by 2026, Depardieu's legendary career had become overshadowed by a series of legal controversies that dramatically changed public perception. Allegations involving sexual misconduct led to multiple investigations and court proceedings, placing the Oscar-nominated actor at the center of one of the French entertainment industry's most significant scandals. As the legal process unfolded, media organizations across Europe closely followed every development. Each court appearance generated major headlines, while public opinion became increasingly divided. Some longtime admirers expressed disappointment that one of France's greatest cinematic legends had become associated with such serious controversy. Others insisted that the legal system should be allowed to reach its conclusions before judgments were made. The controversy extended well beyond Depardieu himself. It reignited national debates about accountability, workplace behavior, and how cultural institutions should respond when internationally recognized figures face serious allegations. Film festivals, broadcasters, and production companies found themselves under growing pressure to determine whether they should continue celebrating the actor's legacy while legal proceedings remained ongoing. Professionally, the impact was significant. Several projects involving Depardieu attracted renewed scrutiny, and discussions emerged about the future distribution of films featuring the veteran actor. While many of his classic performances remain respected as important achievements in cinema, his public reputation has been profoundly affected by the ongoing controversy. Supporters argued that Depardieu's decades of contributions to world cinema should not be erased without the legal process running its full course. Critics, however, maintained that prominent public figures must be held accountable when facing serious allegations, regardless of their artistic accomplishments or cultural status. The case also became part of a broader international conversation about how the entertainment industry addresses allegations against powerful and influential individuals. Across Europe and Hollywood alike, audiences increasingly questioned whether exceptional artistic talent should be considered separately from an individual's personal conduct. As 2026 continued, Gérard Depardieu remained one of the most controversial figures in global cinema. His remarkable body of work continues to secure his place in film history, yet his legacy is now inseparable from the legal and public controversies that have come to define the later years of his career. Whether future generations remember him primarily as one of France's greatest actors or as a symbol of a changing era in the entertainment industry may ultimately depend on how history weighs his extraordinary artistic achievements against the controversies that followed him in his final years in the spotlight. For much of his career, Kevin Spacey was considered one of the finest actors of his generation. With Academy Award-winning performances in The Usual Suspects and American Beauty, along with his critically acclaimed role in Netflix's House of Cards, Spacey built a reputation as one of Hollywood's most respected and versatile performers. For decades, his name was synonymous with prestige, talent, and box office success. That legacy changed dramatically when multiple allegations of sexual misconduct surfaced in 2017. The accusations quickly became one of the biggest stories in the entertainment industry, triggering widespread public backlash and fundamentally altering the trajectory of his career. Within weeks, Spacey was removed from House of Cards, while completed projects were either delayed, cancelled, or reworked. One of the most notable examples was All the Money in the World, in which all of Spacey's scenes were reshot with another actor shortly before the film's release. Over the following years, Spacey became involved in several legal cases in both the United States and the United Kingdom. Some cases were dismissed or resolved in his favor, while others continued through the legal system. Throughout the process, Spacey consistently denied wrongdoing, maintaining that he should be judged based on evidence presented in court rather than public opinion. By 2026, the actor was making gradual efforts to rebuild his career, primarily through independent productions and international film projects. Although he was no longer attached to major Hollywood studio releases, filmmakers outside the traditional studio system showed occasional interest in working with the Academy Award winner. Every new casting announcement immediately generated widespread media attention, reflecting how deeply divided public opinion remained. Supporters argued that legal outcomes should be respected and that an actor should not face permanent professional exclusion if courts did not find them legally responsible in particular cases. Others believed that the allegations themselves had irreversibly damaged public trust, making a full-scale Hollywood comeback unlikely regardless of legal results. The controversy surrounding Spacey also became a defining moment in Hollywood's response to misconduct allegations. His rapid removal from major productions demonstrated how dramatically the entertainment industry had changed, with studios placing greater emphasis on reputation, workplace culture, and public confidence than ever before. For many observers, Spacey's story became a case study in the extraordinary speed with which a successful career can unravel. A performer once regarded as one of the industry's most dependable leading men found himself largely absent from mainstream Hollywood within a matter of months. As 2026 continued, Kevin Spacey's future remained uncertain. While his remarkable acting abilities are still widely acknowledged, the controversies surrounding his personal life continue to overshadow many of his professional accomplishments. Whether he will ever regain a significant place in Hollywood remains one of the entertainment industry's most closely watched unanswered questions, ensuring that his name continues to generate discussion whenever celebrity scandals and career comebacks become the topic of conversation. Jussie Smollett was once regarded as one of television's rising stars. Best known for his role as Jamal Lyon on the hit Fox drama Empire, he earned praise for both his acting and musical performances. With a growing fan base and increasing visibility in Hollywood, many believed Smollett was on track for an even bigger career in film and television. Everything changed in early 2019 when Smollett reported that he had been the victim of a violent hate crime in Chicago. The alleged attack immediately attracted international attention, prompting an outpouring of support from celebrities, political leaders, and fans around the world. For several weeks, the incident dominated headlines and sparked widespread discussions about hate crimes and public safety. However, the story took a dramatic turn when investigators announced that they believed the attack had been staged. Authorities alleged that Smollett had orchestrated the incident himself, leading to criminal charges that transformed the actor from a public victim into the central figure in one of the most controversial celebrity cases of the decade. The legal proceedings that followed stretched on for years, involving courtroom hearings, appeals, and intense media coverage. Throughout the process, Smollett consistently maintained his innocence, while prosecutors argued that the evidence supported their case. Every new legal development reignited public debate, ensuring that the controversy remained in the spotlight long after the original incident. By 2026, the case continued to shape public perception of Smollett. Although he occasionally returned to creative projects, his career never fully recovered to the level it had reached before the controversy. Many major Hollywood studios remained cautious, while entertainment executives weighed the potential public reaction to any future collaborations. Public opinion remained sharply divided. Some supporters believed Smollett had been treated unfairly and argued that his legal battles should not permanently define his life or career. Others viewed the case as a cautionary tale about public trust, media influence, and the consequences of high-profile controversies. Beyond Smollett himself, the incident had a lasting impact on journalism and law enforcement. News organizations became more cautious about reporting breaking celebrity stories before key facts had been verified, while investigators and legal experts frequently cited the case as an example of why complex criminal investigations should not be tried in the court of public opinion. Hollywood also learned important lessons from the controversy. Studios increasingly recognized how quickly a public scandal can affect a production, influence audience perception, and reshape an actor's career almost overnight. The Smollett case became one of the most widely discussed examples of how reputation can change in an instant. As 2026 continued, Jussie Smollett remained one of the entertainment industry's most controversial figures. Once celebrated as one of television's brightest talents, his legacy is now inseparable from a legal saga that captivated the world. Whether history ultimately remembers him for his performances on screen or for the controversy that overshadowed his career remains an open question, making his story one of Hollywood's most unforgettable cautionary tales.